Well, good day, viewers. Welcome to the Sport Drive Show. I'm your host, Brian Monango, updating you on the latest sports news. A tough weekend to be a Manchester United fan after the result we saw in the Manchester Derby. United losing to Manchester City 3-0. I think it's a very tough pill to swallow for United fans. We don't know where it's going. Ruben Amorim, do we want him to stay? Do we want him to go? At this point, I don't know. The team just looks very lost and they don't know what's going on. So I think if we're going to get someone else, we get him now. Cool. On top of all of that, on top of Manchester United, Liverpool struggled to beat Burnley, who Manchester United said was going to struggle. But we'll leave all those topics for Areocha to give us more information about. As for now, before we do get into the hit list, we talk about Namibian strikers or Namibian players that are making history in South Africa, starting off with Dion Otto, who became the first player to win 5 MTN 8 finals, having started in all 5 matches. So his first final was in 2020, his second was in 2021, his third in 2022, his fourth 2024, and his fifth in 2025. I think I skipped 1 year there, but he's won them consecutively for the past 4 years, and he has been part of the team that has won it for the past 5 seasons. So huge congratulations to Dion Otto there for becoming one of the most iconic players in South Africa, all the way from Namibia. And another icon again, Peter Shalulile, who was honored by Mamelodi Sundowns on Sunday before their match, scoring 130 goals and becoming the PSL all-time top goal scorer after beating the record of Siyabonga Nomvete that has stood for a couple of years, and the record is at 129. So huge congratulations to Peter Shalulile. Hopefully he can score a couple more and just stretch that record to make sure that no one gets to it. Well, viewers, that's just an update on how Namibians are faring outside of the country. So right now we get right into the hit list. Well, first up on the hit list, we start off with some important and incredible news for Namibia. Roger Suren put the country on the map after he represented Namibia in the Junior World Champs in Spain. So on the podium, he got a second position, but we do have a preview or a video clip that shows you how tough the World Champs are. By my understanding, Roger Suren was in front, and at some point he made a little mistake, and the number 1 ranked in the world passed him by, and after that he couldn't get back, and he finished 11 seconds after the champion. So he is currently ranked 2nd in the world, and he represented Namibia very well. So let's have a look at how the Junior World Champs went this past weekend.
Swiss House is a approval on
Fotografen inzwischen, ja. Perfekt. Wir fahren noch 2 Runden, super fast.
That's it. Smashing hard on the spear will be on the podium today. Elle est à l'approche du dernier championnat montant ici. Et messieurs, deuxième place pour la success médaille d'argent. Cassie Grossman and Bukowska, your medalist today.
Et en Suisse, pour le chocolat, la quatrième, la française, la malheureuse française. Alors, à la poursuite, Valentin Offert, numéro 19, les Autrichiens. Déjà.
Marisa Teresa Cherkessi Gold All, Anja Grossman Silver, argent et Vapola. Médaille de bronze.
Lucas.
So, a podium finish for Roger Sturen. Huge congratulations to him for putting Namibia on the map once again. Delcia Janse van Vieren was the one representing the ladies there. She didn't do that well. I think she finished around 38th or 39th. But nonetheless, representing the country is always a huge opportunity for athletes to showcase themselves. We do have an interview after the whole racing that was concluded. And we get to hear from Roger Sturen himself as to how he feels about his podium finish. So stay tuned for those interviews.
Hi Roger, here in Switzerland in Gramontan. Tell us a little bit about your traveling here and just the time before the race. How did the preparation go?
Yeah, so the preparation was very good. Training and so on back home, obviously on altitude, that was very good. And then traveling here, had a nice flight. Luckily not as long, and then just lots of time on the track, and the prep was good and training was good. Form was probably best I've ever had it. And
tell us a little bit about the tent we're standing at.
Yeah, so this is the Trek Future Racing tent. They supported us on here at our World Champs, and they really made us feel like we're a big team, even with other countries and so on, and made it so much easier for us, and big thank you to them as well.
Okay, Roger, tell us a little bit about the race.
At the start, I actually expected it to be a bit harder, and it gave me lots of confidence, and I positioned myself good at the start, and past the first section I was in first, which was also quite, first didn't really sink until after the race, but throughout the race was good positioning. There was second lap I had bad positioning, but I noticed it early enough, so I positioned myself nicely in the front, like third, fourth wheel, and then in my second last lap I attacked, got about a 10-second gap, and then unfortunately beginning of my last lap I made a mistake and they caught back up, and then another mistake which made me lose the wheel of the French guy, and otherwise I'm super happy with second. I mean, it's something that's never been done before by a Namibian, so I think it's more than just to be something to just be proud of.
Okay, Roger, for the people at home, who you want to thank there?
Yeah, so first of all, I want to thank our sponsor that made this trip possible. So thank you to Hollard and Rock and Rot, NCF and Waldschmidt Eggs, and also Offroad Center. Without them, I think this trip would definitely not be possible. And also here to Trek Future Racing, they were our team here, and they helped us through everything, bike mechanics and tech zone and feed zone, and
And Roger, for the other juniors that sees it, what you've done, what can you give them as advice?
I think just never stop believing, always stay positive. I mean, last year I was 19th. That was a top 20, and to go from 19th to second is quite a big thing. So I think if I can do it, they can also do it.
Okay, thank you, Roger. So Roger, with this result, what does that mean for you for next year?
Yes, this is like just changed my life. The options are open now, or definitely more options, and I think it's bigger than I actually think at the moment, and it will definitely change my future for the better. And
we're seeing you a little bit more in Europe next year racing.
Yes, definitely.
Wie maak vir Grootfontein lekker? Wie maak
Wees deel van Grootfontein se storie. Die dorp skou van 17 tot 19 September 2025 en Gooi Kole, Agri Monitor en Kletskompas programme op NTV Afrikaans gaan daar wees. Ook NTV's On The Rocks, moontlik gemaak deur ons vennoot, die Namibia Toerisme Raad. Laat Emerald Sand Platforms, The Living Network, jou storie vertel.
So that was just a few words from the champion himself coming in second. Huge congratulations to Roger Surende. And then we move on to our second story. Special one, Flame Nangolo was in action this past weekend as well, representing the AC Boxing Academy. He did retain his WBO title after competing with South Africa's Bahwasi. Huge congratulations to him. They went all 10 rounds, and at the end of the day, he was selected as the winner. So let's quickly let's have a look at the short clip that we did get from the boxing bonanza.
Judge John Kennedy scored the fight 99-97. Judge Angel Simasiku scored the fight 99-92. And Judge Patrick Estezen scored the fight 97-93 to the winner. Still, the WBO Africa champion, Flame, special one.
Special one, Flame Nangolo. I can tell you guys that boy is destined for greatness. At only 25, he still has a title shot at being the world champion, and we are all very excited to see how that journey will prevail. We'll be going for a short break, and after that, we'll be bringing you the weekend drop, where we'll have a look at the JSB Gold Cup finals that are set for this upcoming weekend.
Wie maak vir Grootfontein lekker? Wie maak
Wees deel van Grootfontein se storie. Die dorp skou van 17 tot 19 September 2025 en gooi kolle, Agri Monitor en Kletskompas programme op NTV Afrikaans gaan daar wees. Ook NTV's On The Rocks. Moontlik gemaak deur ons vennoot, die Namibia Toerisme Raad. Laat Emerald Sand Platforms, The Living Network, jou storie vertel.
Well, the JSB Gold Cup finals are scheduled to take place this upcoming weekend on the 20th at the Hake Geingob Stadium, as FNB Wanderers will be taking on FNB Grootfontein, a very exciting match. And we had a match over this past weekend where we saw FNB Wanderers beating FNB Unam to qualify or secure the spot in the final against Grootfontein. We do have the post-match interviews with both captains and the head coach of FNB Wanderers, so stay tuned for that.
Volgende naweek daai wedstryd vir julle uitsaai op NTV. Tot dan van my Andrew Polman en die res van die NTV uitsaai span. Sê ons eers totsiens.
Oké, kijkers, ons gesels bietjie met Rowan Jansen, kaptein van Unam se eerste span. Rowan, 'n taffe wedstryd, moet trots wees op die boys. Opgedag, mooi gespeel, ongelukkig aan die einde van die game. Net die laaste push kon kry nie, maar ja, hoe was die game?
net so. Nee, regtig 'n baie lekker game. Ek moet credit aan my boys gee. Ja, 80 minute gefight. Ek meen as ons my pak twee stutte, as hulle kan 80 minute vir my gee, die man het regtig ingesit om te wil wen. Baie geluk aan Wannies. Ja, hulle het bietjie meer as ons gehad op die einde. En ek wil maar net vir hulle se sterkte daar in die final. Gee vir ons as kykers wat gaan kyk, maar net 'n lekker game, hulle in grooties.
Maar nonetheless, 'n groot performance van jou span af, mooi gespeel, heeltyd getrail, maar bygehou met Wanderers. Jy moet definitief trots wees.
Nee, definitief. Ek meen ons het nie op fight nie. Ding het hier op die einde na ons kant toe gegaan nie. Ek meen, daar's meer clinical goed wat ons kon doen, maar dit het ons bygegaan nie. Dis hoekom ek sê credit aan Wannies. Hulle het op die regte tye die regte dinge gedoen.
Is reg.
Dankie man.
Rustig Danny, hoe gaan dit? Danny, 'n goeie wedstryd, mooi gespeel. Kon dalk miskien die laaste trekkie vir jouself aan die einde gekry, maar vertel my, 'n ander finaal vir julle, ander keer om miskien 'n trofee te probeer kry. Vertel my hoe was die game?
Eerstens props vir UNAM. Hulle het regtig gekom vandag vir dit en ons het geweet voor die tyd hulle gaan 'n goeie game vir ons bring. Ons was nie on to par vandag geweest met ons vaste fasette nie, so ons weet waarna ons moet werk in hierdie week nou ons voorbereiding na die finaal toe. Maar ja, ons vat die wen en weer eens net dankie aan UNAM. Hulle het 'n great game vir ons gegee vandag.
Groot geleentheid vir jouself om die span te kaptein met groot spelers, lyk aan JC Greiling, Johan Dessel in die span. Hoe voel dit vir jou om die span om die leier in die span te wees vandag?
Ag nee, is 'n absolute eer veral met sulke mense in die span. Ek dink is 'n goeie ding ook so want ek kan baie by hulle leer. So ja, ek vat dit all the way.
Okay. Laaste game is nog Grootfontein in die finaal. Julle het al in die ander liga finaal ook gespeel. So vertel my, hoe gereed is julle vir die plattelandse spanne?
Nee, ons sal gereed wees.
Okay, geluk.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, starting off with the Women's World Cup currently taking place in England. Quarterfinals done, it's the semi-finals that will be this coming weekend, and what happened in the quarterfinals was New Zealand Black Ferns, they beat the Springboks by 46 points to 17, so they through to the semi-final. They will play against Canada in the semi-final. It was Canada that got the better of Australia, also by a big score, 46 points to 5. The other semi-final coming up will be France that will play against England. It was France that beat Ireland in a tough game by 18 points to 13. So they will now play against the host England. It was England that got the better of Scotland, and the score there was 40 points to 8. Then on to the Rugby Championship, that is men's rugby, and that is the Springboks that got the better of New Zealand All Blacks. They humiliated them by 43 points to 10, and that game was played in New Zealand in Wellington, the biggest loss for the All Blacks in their history. And also in the other Rugby Championship game, it was Argentina that got the better of Australia by 28 points to 26. That game was played in Australia, and now it's all to play for in the next two games, so that were 2 rounds in the Rugby Championship. In the English Premier League, it is defending champions Liverpool that left it late to beat Burnley. That game was played at Burnley, and it was Liverpool that won in the 95th minute by 1-0. That was a penalty by Mo Salah. So the defending champions Liverpool, the only team that's unbeaten after 4 games, they've got 12 league points. And there's 3 teams that's on 9 points after 4 games, and one of them is Arsenal with the impressive 3-0 win against Nottingham Forest. Then also Tottenham Hotspur, they had a good away win. They beat West Ham by 3-0. They also have 9 league points, and then it was Bournemouth that beat Brighton at home by 2-1. The big game that was played on Sunday, it was the Manchester derby. It was Manchester City that had a convincing win over Manchester United, and that was 3-0 to Manchester City. Closing off today's international sports news, it is golf news. It was the Pro Cup, that championship on the PGA in America in California. Great preparation for American, that is Scotty Scheffler, for the Ryder Cup that's coming up. It is Scotty Scheffler, the world number 1. He won the tournament. He finished with a 5 under par 67 for a total of 19 under par. One shot better, that was the beat Ben Griffin into second place. And it was good preparation for the Ryder Cup that starts on the 26th of September. That is in New York, or close to New York, and other players in the USA team that also played in this tournament did well. JJ Spaun, also Russell Henley played in the tournament, also Colin Morikawa and Cameron Young, to mention some of them. So much anticipated Ryder Cup that will start on the 26th of September and will finish on the 28th of September at Blackpage back. So that is international sports news for today. I hope you have a great sport day. We talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.